This is me, and I'm gonna be trading gold for the next 72 hours. And why am I doing this, if you may ask? Now, you see, I started trading since 2020. Now, during that time, the major pandemic,
coronavirus,
COVID-19 reports a new mysterious case.
Now, as for me, I was just a secondary school kid who was trying to pass his exams and then got to know about trading.
Hey bro, you heard of Forex, bro?
Now, I joined like a trading class, and what I got to learn there is all the basic things that I know up to now, but nothing really that much of technical analysis.
Like, for example, something as simple as whenever the market is going up, you buy, and whenever the market is going down, you sell.
No joke, that was exactly what I learned in technical analysis. Now, I don't know if it was beginner's luck or something, but I was still able to grow that $100 that I deposited to $200.
But immediately I started trading gold. I don't need to complete the sentence. I'm sure you already know what happened. Gold wiped that account, and since then I haven't traded gold as much.
And that's exactly why I'm going to be taking my revenge with this 72 hours.
Now, to make this whole situation more interesting, my friend right here is going to be writing a very challenging day that if by the end of this 72 hours I don't make a profit, I'm going to be doing it.
Now, normally I would have opted for a normal trading account, but to make the victory so sweet, I'm going to be using a funded account to trade gold. Now, the program I'm going to be using for all of this is funded trader markets.
And this program right here is the best when it comes to funded accounts. Immediately I had to proceed in getting a funded account.
Okay, so what we're going to do right here is that we're going to go ahead and go to funded trader markets to go ahead and get the profit account we're going to be using.
So I head over to Google and I had a search.
So search on here funded trader markets, and let's get to that. Now we have it on here. Just go ahead and click, and right here let's get the profit account we're going to be using. So, by the way, I've already done a review on this program, right?
And you can check that in the last video I uploaded.
Okay, they have this thing here: no excuses, no delays, 24 hours or we pay double. Please delay my payment. Let them pay me double.
So right here, I went ahead to select the account we're going to be using.
Now, what I'm going to be going for is very different. Now, if I were to choose one step or two step evaluation, I need to go through like an evaluation phase before I get a payout.
Let me explain. Now, a profit major role is to give traders extra funding, but this actually comes with a test, and this tests are called the evaluation phase. Now, the program is going to give you a practice account for you to make a certain percentage, and if you get to hit that profit target, the program are going to fund you with a set amount, and you'll be having a profit split with them.
Now, if I use the evaluation phase of this, I'll need to pass phase 1, pass phase 2, and before I can get a payout, which will take a whole lot of time.
And for situations like this, there is the instant funding, which if you get this account type will take you directly into the funded stage. And I had to make a decision.
I'm going to click right here is that I'm going to go for the instant funding, right? I'm going to go for the instant funding, and with the instant funding you get the main trading account, so that whatever you trade you get to keep, right? So you don't need to go through any of those phases, and I don't want to go through that, right?
But no worries, I'm already doing that in an upcoming video.
But although I'm already going through the phase 1 phase 2 challenge, I already have an account on that which I'm currently trading. You know, those things actually take time, but for this I'm going to be going for the instant funding so that I can get my revenge quickly. Now, the account I'm going to be going for is the 50k account, which goes for $389,
which for an instant funded account with no evaluation process at all is a really good deal.
So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to pick this particular one.
Now, for this account, it has its own rule. First, this $50,000 trading account should never go less than 5%, aka $2,500, and also I should not reach a drawdown of 3% in a single day, or else it will cause an account breach and will get this account taken away from me.
Now, for the profit splits, right? For the profit splits, we're going to be splitting up to 80%, which is really nice. So let's see, if I make $1,000, I get to keep $800, and you know, they keep the remaining 200, right?
So after checking through everything, I finally went ahead to select this account.
Let's go ahead and select this one. It's start fee of $389.
A few moments later.
So right here, I finally gotten the 50k funded account, and what I can do right here is
to see how I can actually, you know, trade this account, and by the end of everything make a profit out of this.
So with that out of the way, I started preparing for tomorrow, where I'll begin my first trade. Now, as for day one, I started with a Zoom session with my students in the mentorship.
Okay, so let's continue.
Now, the first pair we're looking at is on gold.
Now we can say that gold is at the support zone. Now I wanted to say buy gold, right? I wanted to be like, oh, price at the support, buy gold. I had to look at something a little bit different, right?
Now I opened the 4-hour time frame.
And let's see what's really happening with the 4-hour time frame.
Now on the 4-hour time frame, it was showing me a sell.
There are two things that can happen. We might have a rejection back to maybe, let's say, this area, right?
So one pair, two different things that can happen at the moment. But with that, I still had a decision to make.
Again, this is still a huge sign that we might see the market go up. I'm not selling from here directly.
So in other words, I'm not seeing any position on gold at the moment.
A few moments later.
Now at this point, I found a trade, but it's not a trade on gold.
Okay, so guys, I know that I have to trade only gold, but I'm seeing a really good trade on GU.
So what does this position look like?
The trade I'm on here is GBP USD, and what I'm looking for is a sell.
Now let me show you what's really happening here.
If you look right here, price is below the moving averages.
Now whenever you see price below the moving averages, it means that the market is going in a downtrend. And also,
stochastic is literally at the lowest point, telling you that the market is about to drop. I can go crazy on this, right? But I'm not gonna go crazy.
Remember, this is an instant funded account that if you go below $1,500, we'll lose this account.
So immediately I get a candle close, I'm gonna be selling GU.
A few inches later.
Now price just closed below the moving averages, and I was about to take this trade.
One minute, 37 seconds later.
Now as you can see, this trade was going very well, but before that, let me tell you why I was planning to take this trade. Now I was selling GBP USD due to a very good position that I found, but as for my take profit, I set it to this area right here, which really adds up to 50 pips, which was exactly the point I wanted the market to get to. So on what happened right here, the market didn't get to the take profit, which unfortunately we ended the trade with a negative of $575.
Reaching this morning, I closed the GU trade, but I'm currently seeing those sales that were expected from GU, right? I'm currently seeing those sales that were expected from GU.
Now this was the position I was ready to take, but I can't take this trade unless I see price close below the moving averages.
A few inches later.
As you can see, price is currently below the moving averages, which means we can finally sell GBP USD. So I went ahead to set in the take profit and stop loss. Now I've just placed in another position on GBP USD again, but there was something about to happen in the market, which is news is about to happen soon. Now, in case you don't know, news is a situation that makes the market moves very, very fast. And by 2:30, we're going to be having the news on the US dollar, essentially meaning that by 2:30, the market is going to be moving crazy. Now, thankfully, I'm using funded trader market because they really allow you to trade the news. So I was just holding this trade till about 2:30 for the markets to start moving. Now this trade was literally going as expected. But then now, if you notice, the market rejected off of this area, which if you watch closely in the last trade was exactly the same spot where the market rejected off of. So as you had imagined, GBPUSD reversed on us and we took a hit on this one, all because of a simple support line that I didn't get to notice. So it was the end of the week, my trading history not looking so good, so I decided to do something.
So tomorrow, let's go to the gym and we're gonna smash a workout.
Now, people have various methods that they use to wind down, either going for a party, getting a drink, or just having a time out. But for me specifically, it's going to the gym, and that's what I'm gonna do right now.
Oh, I've got you. If we figured out what it's all about, takes a second and then we're back it again. Coaster ride for the triggered minds, but I don't ever want us to stop it. Go ahead, to let me smile for all I care. Just wanna stay close, don't say that. Ain't gonna leave you. Sabotage, you're a million. Stir right for the triggered minds, but I don't ever want us to stop it. Go ahead, to let me smile for all I care. Just wanna stay close, don't say that. Ain't gonna leave you. Sabotage, you're a million.
Now right here, I just found an E plus setup in not any other pair but gold, so I bought it. But what exactly is this setup I'm seeing on gold? Now, if you look right here, there's a support level at this point. Bear in mind, I'm currently using the 4-hour. Not only that the market is hitting the support level, but it's currently above one of the moving averages, which is really a strong sign. And you know what I said about moving averages? Now, if you look right here, if this trade gets to hit our take profit, we'll be making $606, which is not yet enough for a comeback. As you can see, my balance is down each $100, so I added in one more position. So with these two trades, when the markets get to hit the take profits, I've made a full comeback. But did it actually hit take profits? Well, as you can see, price here at take profit, which we closed $1,300 on this trade. But I was not done.
I'm currently in a buy on US oil. That's WTI crude. Yeah, let me show you guys what it looks like. So it's gonna be recording anytime soon. Okay, currently recording. I don't know what's wrong with my data, but I don't know why I'm not receiving data now. But let me show you guys what I'm currently on. So the pair that I'm currently on right now is WTI crude. As you can see, I mean WTI crude buys, and that's US oil. Now there's the gap between the moving averages, as you can see right here, gap between the moving average. So what I'm planning to do right here is to cover the gap from this low point from the on this moving average to this high point. So I left the stop loss there so that to give the market gap in case it wants to like drop down, something like that. Wait, let me see. Oh, my Wi-Fi is dead. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I'm sweating a lot.
So I began holding this trade. Now the best part about this is that I shared this trade to you guys on the Telegram, so if you haven't, go ahead, click the link in the description and join the team. So after holding this trade, I saw that the market was close to my take profit point and I decided to close. But you know what? I'm not done.
So guys, as I'm talking to you guys right now, I've seen another good position on silver. Now we traded gold. Now I'm also seeing another position on silver. So let me show you guys what it looks like.
Now at this point, the market is currently hitting a support level. Yes, the market is going up right now, but I'm just trying to take this trade quickly because next take profit is actually that moving average close to it. So I took this trade, taking it to the next point in the moving average. Now I didn't bother putting a stop loss because I was watching it with my eyes, and obviously it's just like a very short trade. Now we're down close to $1,000, but right now we've covered that loss as well as making a profit of $1,300. Now I was very ready to get my payout, but I quickly realized I forgot something.
Now, when I was getting this account, I didn't look at the consistency score or the consistency score rule.
Now, what is consistency rule? But first, let's begin with what is consistency. This simply means acting or done in the same way over time, especially so as to be fair or accurate. Now, when I talk about trading and I mention consistency, I'm sure one thing comes to your mind: being able to make a particular amount over time consistently. And that's exactly what the consistency score means. So literally, you have 5 trading days to make a consistent amount, not way higher or not too low, actually within the same range of the first profit you made to make it count. And all of this is counting through something called the consistency score, which is over 20%.
Now, when this consistency score drops below 20%, that's when you can actually place in a withdrawal.
So for my consistency score to drop, I have to make around $1,000 within my next trade. Now, from yesterday's trade, my dashboard was looking like this. Now, if you look closely, the consistency score is at 100%. And for me to make a withdrawal, it has to be lower than 20%. So I had my goal set for today.
I need to make $1,000 within today. But although I'm currently seeing like a pair that can help me do that, which is good, right?
But what pair could this really be?
So let me show you guys what the trade is looking like. And what I'm currently looking at right now is a trade on NAS 100. Let me just record my chart so that you can see everything. So what I'm going to do right here is that I'm going to sell to this point. Pretty much just sell to this point. But I'm not going to do anything till about 8 a.m. because time is currently 7:43.
Now, in case you don't know, I don't take trades until 8 a.m. GMT +1 because that's my trading strategy and that's my role.
By sheer coincidence.
So it's currently 10 minutes past 8 and the position is ready. I can now take this position on US 100.
So I went ahead and placing my sells for this position.
So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna sell. It's one lot. So I sold one position, one lot.
So I had to place in my take profit and my stop loss.
So I've already placed in sells. Where I'm gonna keep my take profit is basically, just this area. It's about 1200. I think with this trade today is going to help with everything. So I've already placed this. And once I set this trade, I'm not going to be taking any other trade on any account.
Obviously, I can't place a trade without a stop loss. So I set in my stop loss and I held this trade.
I'm currently running. So yeah, that's particularly it. I'm going to be selling this to this area. And yeah, let me get my consistency score up and get that payout. Now I know we planned to take this like actually only trading gold, but you see how things have really changed from trading gold to trading different pairs, right? Profits, yeah. But yeah, let me see if we can get 1,000 today. If we get 1,000 today, to definitely impact a lot.
And obviously I share this trade with my students in the mentorship.
P500 right here, the market is going to cover the gap. I'm going to see these two gap, market will cover the gap. And yeah, $100, which is good. Man, must be going to the gym, must be going to the gym. Come on, focus.
A few moments later. Okay, so today was definitely good. We were able to close about
$1,250. Just definitely good. I'm happy about today.
Now really, that is it for this part. The continuation of this is going to be on my second upload. But by the way, thanks to Funded Trader Markets for making this happen. So if you want to go ahead and get a funded account, you can go ahead and click the link in the description to start using Funded Trader Markets. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next one.